Hello all, very good morning. Thanks for joining the session. Let me share my screen. And this is demo 2. This is demo 2. Yesterday we have seen the demo 1. In demo 1, we discussed about the course content, meaning course plan we just discussed. And today we will see the course content. And before also going to this course content, let us start the actual content discussion. Let us start. So though it is the demos, let us start actual content discussion. I explained yesterday that, let me explain one more time today. This is a development and the microservices architecture. So microservices architecture, this is a full stack development. The development will goes for 60 days. And of course, if required, let us also spend more time also if it will takes. 60 days is approximate. And then the deployment platform we will use is the AWS cloud platform we will use. Am I audible, guys? Can anyone please confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. Hey, Chiru, maybe it's problem with your mic. Just set it up. Yeah. So the technologies or the frameworks that we will use is backend, Spring Boot, microservices, Spring Cloud, Docker, AWS, and then the front end React.js 18.x, whichever is latest as on today, as on the date when we start the front end development, whatever the latest that we will do, and then React hooks Redux. Believe me, React.js with the microservices is a crazy combination. React.js UI experience with the microservices architecture. This word I'm been telling since 2017, 2018 for all the students. So React.js will get boom. If the microservices is the architecture, then the best suited UI for the microservices architecture is the React.js. If they want also to implement different dashboards for different personas, then React.js is the best framework. So now people started using effectively this React.js. You will get calls actually if you upload the resume with the React.js as a knowledge or experience in your resume. You will get calls especially for this React.js development as well, right? Because it is very lightweight compared to the Angular. Angular is a framework, but this React is not a framework. It is just a library, but it will have all the capabilities that the Angular can do. That is the beauty of the React.js. However, so that's the reason I also have chosen the React.js as a front-end framework, front-end library. And then the backend is what? Spring Boot, microservices, Spring Cloud, Docker, and then AWS is our platform. Yeah, ORM will use actually. ORM and all we will use. So ORM in the sense, database design and all, obviously to generate the tables, we have to use the JPA, right? So the JPA can be attached with any ORM, but we will use the Hibernate ORM. Of course, JPA by default use the Hibernate ORM, right? So we'll use the data JPA. Fine. Now, to attend this batch, to attend this course, and then to best makes use of it, you have to be with this prerequisite. I will do the Java 8 coding for sure. For example, if I want to write a for loop, I can't write the traditional for loops, right? I will go for a stream. There is a beautiful concept called parallel stream, right? And also I will use the reactive programming, which is introduced from the Spring 5. Sometimes I will also use the reactive programming to make the microservices produces the responses asynchronously, right? So reactive programming we will use. In fact, we have the Saga pattern, or we have the CQRS pattern. There we will use this reactive programming. That means distributed transactions in microservices. It's a famous question, famous topic. Everyone would like to know the experience of a particular candidate on this distributed transactions concept in microservices. So to achieve that, we have to use the Saga. And when we use the Saga, we will do the reactive programming. Okay, I'll also explain that reactive programming. Yes. Can I gain knowledge? Hey, not only 3 years. If your experience support, you put 5 years. 100%. In my opinion, there is no big difference between the fresher and then the 3 years experienced guy. Really. The only difference is what, for 3 years experienced guy, we have to tell, do this, do that. But for a fresher guy, we need to explain how to do this, how to do that. There is only a word difference, how. Correct? So there is no much expectation from the 3 years experience guys. Really. For example, if I give one task to a 3 years experience guy, what is my expectation? So is that guy will be go in a right approach or not? Right? Meaning in my thought process, I maybe allocate some other senior developer to help them if they're stuck anywhere. But my intention is what? The 3 years experience guy will do complete the things, complete task. No, that is not my expectation. My expectation is what? Let us give the task to 3 years experienced guy, but let us not put our extra effort like how to do this. For fresher, we need to tell him like how to create a microservice, meaning how to write a service and all, we need to tell him. But for 3 years experience, no need to tell. Right? That is the only difference, but there is no much expectation really for a 3 years experienced guy. Don't be panic like 3 years meaning, oh, a lot of expectations, nothing, no expectations. But the only expectation is what? You guys have to do, at least you guys have to try, not you don't need to complete, but you have to try. That is what the expectation. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Right? Okay. Right. So this project, once after this project will be completed, if you follow me correctly, if you utilize my sessions, this project sessions, and if your experience supports you, you can even put 5 years experience. Happily, you will be able to crack the interview. No question about it. So it is not my overconfidence. This is what my experience, and this is what how I designed this course content with that quality. Okay. However, now let us go into the discussion. Project concepts. Okay. Fine. So project concepts, modules, use cases discussion. Let us do this. And before doing this, maybe a few of you members might not know about me, right? Maybe you joined new to this institute, or maybe. So let me also take an opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Narsi, and I am working as an associate architect. My expertise in cloud and DevOps, and I am now the working as associate architect in this cloud and DevOps practice. I have around 12 years of experience on a variety of the roles. Being a developer, being a lead, and being an architect, I have all this experience. And then I was specialized into the security practiced security practice as well. Like I was specialized into the IAM, identity and then access management, and API management. IAM and then API management is my specialization, along with this regular cloud and DevOps activities. So this is in short about me, and the courses that I will teach are Spring Boot, microservices, DevOps, Spring Boot, microservices, DevOps, Docker, Kubernetes, um, and also I'll teach the security related IAM servers as well, like WSO2, Force Rack, CAIDM, and then I'll also teach the API gateways like layer 7 or CAPI gateway, and then WSO2, um, API manager, etc. So this is what my core skill set, and these are what the tools I'll teach. But in now Amirpet, only these tools the peoples are learning, right? So this is what I'm now teaching in Amirpet. Okay, fine. This is about me in short. Yeah, no DevOps, nothing. This project will covers only the Docker, meaning Spring Boot, microservices, Spring Cloud, Docker, AWS, no DevOps. This is DevOps. This is not related to the DevOps project, right? Meaning I understood your point. Maybe CI/CD pipeline enablements. No, I won't cover that. So we gonna use this architecture, and whatever the architecture now I am showing, this will be fully covered. So this is the architecture that we gonna implement. And if you can see in this architecture, AWS is the cloud we are using, and our microservices and then ecosystem that we are building, the entire like user management service, and then the IAM tool here, Keycloak we will use, Keycloak, our microservices, and then the ecosystem components like registry, config server, and then the log and metrics management, and then the API gateway, right? So this everything will be deployed on the AWS cloud platform as the Docker containers. So this identity servers won't be as a Docker container, whereas the rest are or as a Docker container. Again, this Kafka, Jipkin, Prometheus, Grafana, these are also these are not Docker containers. These are the normal installers setup we will do. In the microservices architecture, the major role is what? Everything is major here, but the major role is security and then the logs and metrics management. Security, logs and metrics management is the major role. Every interviewer will ask you the questions from here and ask you the questions from the security point of view. And also the microservices to microservices communication also an important role. So there are only 5 to 6 concepts I'm talking about, not interview questions. 5 to 6 concepts where the interviewers will ask you the questions for sure. So one concept is the logging and then metrics management, metrics logging and then monitoring. This is called as observability as well. Next is the resilience, observability, resilience, security, communication, observability, resilience, security, communication, caching, and load balancing. Of course, caching. So these 5 concepts, every interviewer will definitely emphasize you. Right? What is that? Observability, resiliency, security, caching, and then load balancing. So these are the concepts the interviewer will emphasize you. Again, in the observability, a lot of concepts will come. Again, in the resilience, a lot of concepts will come, right? But 5 concepts every interviewer definitely will touch. So those 5 concepts fully implemented here. 5 concepts meaning each and every concept may have a number of questions, correct? For example, he may ask, there is RabbitMQ and then Kafka in your project. Why you have used both? What are the situations you have used both, right? Maybe he will ask. And what is the use of Grafana and what is Jipkin? Why we used, how you use Jipkin? Maybe how we can see the microservices logs, and how we can see each and every microservices was taken this much of CPU, this much of RAM and all. How you can see, where you can see. And if any microservice is down, where you can see the health of the microservices. So these are the questions the interviewer will ask. All these questions are from these 5 concepts only. Okay, right. Now let us go to the today's concept. This is the final architecture we're gonna implement, and this is the final cloud platform we're gonna deployment. There are little changes required to this architecture as part of our architecture design. Let us do those little changes, and then I will republish this document to you. Okay, fine. So let us start now understanding the project concept, modules, and use cases discussion. This is the first concept that we will do. This is demo 2. In demo 2, now we are starting this project concept, modules, and use cases discussion. First, the project concept, let me explain you. So this project is, first let me explain you roughly, then let us try to make a notes. So the project domain is retail e-commerce. In fact, I have to mention here full stack development. I can mention here as well. This document I will upload into our Google Classroom once you join in the batch. Domain is retail e-commerce. So there is a meaning for this retail e-commerce. What is this retail and all? Again, about this domain, I'll explain. But the domain is what? Retail e-commerce. So format, yes. Okay, first let me explain the project concept. Then automatically domain also will get understood. So what is the project concept? So this project concept is a regular project concept, a regular project. Any e-commerce sites you can take. Any e-commerce sites you can take, like Amazon, Flipkart, right? So any e-commerce site you can take, Amazon, Flipkart, all these sites. These sites, websites, whatever the web applications we are accessing, like Amazon, Flipkart, being a user or customer, being a customer or end user, being a customer or end user, only we can see these websites. For example, let me type here Amazon, e-commerce company. Let me type this Amazon. Whatever now I can see, now I'm seeing this as an end user, as a customer, right? There were lot of deals, lot of products, lot of varieties. Each and every category have the cost. Let's see, the category is mobiles, electronics, home and kitchen, and fashion, new releases, today's deals, mobiles, bestsellers. These are all the categories. If we assume, then the each and every category will have again a lot of products. So you can go here. For example, in the category TV, appliances, and electronics, if you can see, there are a lot of TV, audio, and cameras is the subcategory. The main category is what? Is the digital content and devices. In that digital content and devices, we have, one moment, guys. Just let me go back. Let me open this one more time. Go to here. See this. Digital content and devices is the category. In this category, or else shop by category, you can say shop by category. Category is TV, appliance, electronics is one category. If we click on this category, then again subcategories are displaying, like televisions you want to see, or home entertainment you want to see. So remember this word category. We have chosen the category. So we have chosen the category. This category contains the subcategories as well. If I choose this television as a subcategory, now this subcategory will have all the products. These are all the products. Now these products I can see using the brands as well, right? If I want to see only the brand, Sony brand, or if I want to see the Samsung brand, right? The brand wise also we can see. See here, we can see the product brand wise, right? Product brand wise. So being a user, for example, I want to see the Samsung TVs, and also I want to see the um, LG, or I want to see the LG and then Samsung TVs. I have chosen the two brands. Now these two brands under the category TVs and all, under the category TV and appliances, I have chosen two brands. Those products are displaying. Here I'm using the technical words, categories, brands, products. So being an end user, now you will be able to see. But just think about being a developer, how these are all coming here, right? Or else, who are uploading? Let's say I have just entered the Samsung or LG. Now Samsung results are coming up. That means someone should be uploaded in the system under the category of the brand Samsung, under the brand Samsung. Someone should have to be upload these TVs, right? There will be some form where they can create this product, right? That means what? The dashboard, whatever we are now seeing, or the application, whatever we are now seeing, is a front-end application or front office application, which is using by the customers. Similarly, to make these products, to make these brands, to make these categories available to the customers, there is a back office application as well. There is a back office application as well. So there is a front office application, or we can say it as a front end application, and there is a back office application. You will confuse if I use the word called front end. That is the reason. Let me use the word called front office, back office. So front office application is nothing but what the website now you are able to see. And the back office application is what? There is some control panel, or some dashboard, some control panel, or some dashboard there for the admins. Some control panel or some dashboard there for the admins. Right? Now, whatever, hey, Akash Warke, can you don't write anything while I'm writing. If you want to write, open your notepad and then write there. Okay. Meaning if you want to do a parallel notes, do like that. However, back office control plane or a dashboard for admin. So what you are now observing, there are two applications. One is front office, second one is the back office. So whatever the products we will add in the back office, those products, those brands, those categories will be visible to this front office application. That means the customers can see, like you, me, and all can see in the Amazon under this televisions category. Right? So now what we are doing, you all know this is a regular project. Everywhere you can see, even college projects also you can see. But what we are doing here, we are doing a minimum viable product, MVP. We are doing a minimum viable product now we are doing. What is this minimum viable product? Minimum viable product. What is this MVP? Minimum viable product. MVP meaning a set of features that we can make possible. A set of features that we can make possible and can implement as proof of concepts before starting any huge projects. So there were some projects out there which may run for 5 years, 10 years, or 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, or whatever it is. When you're going to develop a huge projects, there may be some difficulties in that project. right? There may be some difficulties in that project. Those difficulties part we will take out, and then we will implement a MVP, minimum viable product. In that MVP, whatever may difficult in the original product that we're going to develop, for that difficult use cases or the complex use cases, we will do R&D, and then we will implement the possible solution for that one. For that complex issues, complex problems, we will write the solution in this minimum viable product, so that this MVP product will be used as a base, and then the main product will get started. Because the main product, whatever the complexities, or whatever the impossibilities, or whatever the possibilities that may be little difficult, or maybe hard to implement. So such features we will take, and then we will implement as a MVP by doing the research, R&D and all. But once the MVP is ready, then we can easily implement this main product, because all the complexities we will address here. And we can see this MVP as a reference, and then we can go ahead with our main product development. This is how usually the product-based companies will start the products, right? This is how the product-based companies will start the products, right? So what we are doing now, we are also doing the minimum viable product, that is MVP, for the retail e-commerce. We are also doing the retail e-commerce product MVP we are doing. That means any retail e-commerce product you can take, the concepts whatever we will implement in MVP are same, or the MVP concepts whatever we are implementing, those will be a common features for any e-commerce applications. You can take Flipkart, you can take Amazon, you can take eBay, whatever the e-commerce websites, web applications you can take. Those websites, web applications will be with the common functionalities, or common modules, or common features. Those common modules, common features, like, as I have explained now, categories, and then brands, and then payments, categories, brands, products, orders, right? Payments, delivery, and tracking. These are all common things, common features. Every e-commerce application definitely will have this one, right? So all the common functionalities I have taken as now one MVP product, and that MVP product let us implement, so that how the benefit you will get is, in future, whenever you are working on any retail e-commerce projects, the concepts, the domain concepts you will know, and how to do, meaning what may be the relations between the categories, and then brands, and then the products, and then the orders, right? How these associations, relations, how basically this design, right? So you can refer this, and then you can easily work in any of the e-commerce applications that can be assigned in your real time projects, or maybe companies. Got it? So here we are implementing the minimum viable product. Makes sense? That minimum viable product we are now using. So can you explain, when we are integrating two modules, then what concepts we need to see? Vinjare Ashoka, your question, can you explain, when we are integrating two modules, then what concepts we need to see? Yes, definitely. But this is not the right time to explain that, right? So what is our concept? What I started the concept. Today we will see project concepts, modules, use cases discussion. What your question? Can you explain how the two modules will communicate and how? So that is somehow irrelevant at this moment. Two modules, how they will be communicated. Guys, can you please? Those we will see later on time. Here, two modules in the sense, two microservices or one or more microservices, how they will communicate. So those concepts we will see when we are actually doing the implementations, right? But for your question, as these are microservices, microservices are communicating each other over the network using the either the REST API calls or using the declarative REST API communication, programmatic REST API communication, or declarative REST API communication, or programmatic microservices communication, declarative microservices communication. Both the options are we have. So we will choose both the options in our implementation. Guys, can you please mute? Can you please mute? Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, however, MVP is not the module, guys. Don't confuse. Now the product is vShopify. Product is vShopify. This vShopify product is having the core concepts of retail e-commerce business. And now the vShopify platform product, we can say it as a MVP, minimum viable product. That means whatever the vShopify platform product we are implementing, that vShopify product contains the all the common features, common modules of any e-commerce application. MVP is not a module. Don't confuse, please. MVP meaning minimum viable product that we are now building. Minimum viable meaning the common things, complexities, complex things, common things will implement in the MVP as a proof of concepts, as a researched concepts. Then these proof of concepts, researched concepts will use in any of the main products. For example, payment gateway integrations we want to use in some product. Our company got one project on the e-commerce, and they said they want to implement the payment gateway. So what we can do? Go to MVP product and refer payment gateway module, and then the same we can implement in the e-commerce application project that we got. So minimum viable products, if we build for each and every domain, then the coding or whatever the solutions, whatever the complexities, those were already addressed here. Anyone can take a reference of it, and then any project can use this as a reference. Right? Getting my point right. So usually product-based companies will do what? Product-based companies will do this MVPs and then use those MVPs for the further development. When you use those MVPs, any product-based company, first they will develop the MVP product. That MVP product they will use, and then they will generate the original product. Okay, fine. Now, what are the concepts of it? So like any application have the front office, back office, like Amazon, Flipkart, any application have the front office, back office. Our vShopify platform application also have the front office and then the back office. So front office and then the back office. The front office application is for the customer's usage. For customers' usage. The back office application is for the admin's usage. So we have the different roles in our system. So different roles in our system. Let me showcase you that roles. Customer is one role, and then the admin is one role, and then the salesperson is one role, and then so these are the roles we have. Just let me close. Go here. vShopify platform. Yeah, these are the roles we have. Admin, salesperson, editor, shipper, plus one more role also came here. Like the role is customer. One more role also came here as a customer. So 5 roles we have in our system. Okay, however, first let me explain the project concept. Okay, so let me first, one moment, guys. One moment. Just a minute. Yeah. So this is what I want to refer. Perfect. Not this one. One moment. Just let me create a duplicate notes, or let me save it as. Okay. So this is what our vShopify project, Java real-time project vShopify full stack content. And let me take this again and let me prepare the notes. Project concept, project concepts, modules. Fine. Okay. So project concepts and then the module. Project concept. Okay. So what is the project? vShopify platform is a vShopify platform is a MVP product for any retail e-commerce business. For any retail e-commerce business, our MVP, this vShopify platform is a MVP product. Means all the common and complex features of the retail e-commerce will be implemented in this product and can be referred as a basis for any of the retail e-commerce product development. Right. So any retail e-commerce product developments will be used this as a basis. Basis meaning they will refer it actually, right? So can be referred as a basis. Retail e-commerce. Right. The product, or I can term it as a project. The project contains the two dashboards. The product, let me choose like the product suite contains. The product suite contains two applications. One is front office application. Second one is back office application. Front office application and then the back office application. Don't think like front end, back end. No, that is different. Front office, back office applications. The product suite contains the two applications, front office and then the back office applications. So let us now start with the back office application first, understanding the back office application, and then let us go for the front office application understanding. Back office application understanding. Let me start the application. Let me showcase you that application, back office application, and then let us start writing the project concept notes from there. Notes will be helpful for you. You can also keep it in your projects, help you a lot. And also while explaining the projects to the interviewer, the very famous question, can you explain about your project architecture, project concept and all? So these questions usually they will ask. So this will help you. So go here. Let us access first our application, localhost 8080 vShopify platform. Let me log in as vShopify admin. So let us see this. vShopify back office application. So we Shopify back office application has been designed for the personas for the personas. One is super admin, second one is admin, third one is salesperson, fourth one is editor, third one is fifth one is shipper. So for these personas, the back office application has been designed. So that means four roles we have. So super admin, salesperson, editor, and then the shipper. Super admin don't contains any role in the database because super admin is a configurable user. This is one of the interview question. Configurable user. This is one of the interview question. When the application will start, this user should have to create automatically. So maybe you can ask, sir, what is wrong? What is there inside in it? We just will write a simple JPA query or simple SQL query in some SQL file, and then we will call it at the time of the application starting. Yes, that is true. But not only now, right? In the future also, we want to make it as a Docker image or Docker container as we want to run. So when it will be run as a Docker container, or when it will be run as a Kubernetes pod, or when it will be run as a service in the platform using the Elastic Bean stack, whatever the deployment model, whatever the model that you will run, but the predefined data should be pop up in the database. The database should have to be pop up with the predefined data. Role-based authorization using Spring Security with JWT is implemented here. Able to see this diagram? What did you observe in this architecture? What did you observe in this architecture? Right? JWT is there, MFA token is there, identity server is there, token cache is there, JWT token is exchanging here. So by looking into this, what everyone can understand? Yes, this product can contains the security implementation as well. So as we are using the microservices development will using the Spring Boot, the option for us is to go with the Spring Security. The easiest option, the primary option that we have to go with the Spring Security. Correct. Yes, we will use Spring Security. Yes, correct. Fine. Now let's go and then implement these project concepts. Super admin is a configurable user. This is you need to note down. Super admin is a configurable user. So let me take one screenshot and then add it here. These notes will help you a lot later on time. 100% this notes will help you a lot later on time. So these are all what the personas, nothing but the roles that we will use in our back office application. So Shopify back office application has been designed for the personas super admin, salesperson, editor, shipper. The first persona we'll talk about is super admin. So super admin is the user. Super admin is the user who can create, who should be created, who should be created at the time of who should be created at the time of the application startup, application bootstrap. This is very important and underline word, application bootstrap. So while application is bootstrapping, the super admin user should have to be created. The super admin user should have to be created. The super admin is the user. Super admin is the user should have to be created at the time of application bootstrap with all the permissions, on the application modules. with all the permissions on the application modules. So as soon as the super admin log in to the system, like as shown below, as shown below. So as soon as the super admin log into the system as shown below, super admin can create users of the let me log in and then showcase you users of the back office application, not customers. I have not used the word called customers. I have used the word called yeah. Let me log in with this super admin. Let's say, yeah. So this is, let me take a screenshot of it. So when the super admin will be logged in, right, then the super admin will create the users of the application. Just let me take it as a minimum. Let me even minimize this. Right. So makes sense, right? It is little visible now. So once the super admin will be logged in, the dashboard will be rendered like this. Here we have the customers. Here we have the users. So super admin will create the users. See this, Shopify admin. So Shopify admin, Shopify sales, Shopify editor, Shopify shipper. These are all the users who have the roles called admin, salesperson, editor, shipper. These are the roles, right? So as soon as this, let us keep here. Yes. Don't think like, wasting the time. If we build this document, this document will help you a lot going forward, right? So that's okay if we can take little time in producing this documentation, but documentation will always help you. So super admin can create users of the back office application as shown below. So super admin can create back office application, users of the back office application as shown below. So here you can see create new user. He can create the users. Right? So just let me take the screenshot of it. So these users are nothing but what? Not the customers. These users are nothing but the users of the back office. Let me take again the being and feeling like we are wasting time. This documentation will help you a lot if I type while telling the things. So these are the roles, personas, and with these personas, the super admin will create users of the back office application as shown below. Now the users created can be logged in to the Shopify platform back office application. Now the users created can be logged into Shopify platform back office application with their respective roles. As soon as the users with the different personas will be logged in, the dashboards will be displayed. As per the permissions they have on the roles. What I mean to say is, this is the dashboard of the super admin or admin. Now let us go and then log in as the salesperson. V Shopify salesperson. Now, if you can see, salesperson dashboard is little different, correct? So super admin dashboard contains all the features, but the salesperson dashboard contains only products, customers, shipping rates, orders, sales report, shipping rates, orders, sales reports, customers, products. Only this part. This part is there for only for the salesperson. Yes, salespersons. Correct. So this person. So and then he can be able to see the sales by the date, last 7 date, how many sales happened, sales by the category, and sales by the product also he can do. So complete sales report he can access, sales by category, sales by product, sales by date he can see how much sales happened and all. And similarly, super admin also can be able to see this complete sales report, sales by category, sales by product and all, right? And one more point we need to add here, view all, the users created by the super admin can be also exported. See this, the users, this is the add user button. This is the exporting the users to different formats. Say I want to export the users to a PDF. Now, if we open this PDF, see the users are exported here, right? So that means what? Report generation module is also there. So this, let me write here as well. Now the users created can be logged into vShopify platform back office application with their respective roles. As soon as the users with the different personas will be logged in, the dashboards also will be displayed. The dashboards also will be displayed as per the permissions they have on the roles. Correct? Super admin can view the created users, export the users details, export the users details in a CSV, Excel, and PDF report formats, reports formats as well. So what is the screenshot for that? So this is the screenshot for that. So the users can be seen, and then the users also can be exported to a different formats. And a PDF, whatever the PDF just now we have seen. So this is what the PDF, a list of users. So this is the PDF file. So there is a library used. I'll explain about that library to generate these reports and all. Correct. So this is the super admin. He can create the user. Super admin, when logged in, he can create the user. So super admin is the user. So when log in, the dashboard will be created. I mean, the dashboard will be displayed for this. So as soon as the super admin login, the following dashboard will be created with all the modules access, right? So what is the dashboard? First, we need to take the screenshot of the dashboard as soon as this user logged in, right? Yes, this is the dashboard. So this is the dashboard that as soon as the super admin logged in, so we can see all the modules. So these are all the modules. We Shopify platform, all the modules can be there for the super admin. Right. So why I'm preparing these notes, this application I can't share with you. Existing application I can't share with you. Rather, I will only give you the documentation. Using that documentation as a reference, you guys have to do the microservices development. This code I can't share. Existing code I can't share. That is for my reference purpose. Okay, however, now the super admin persona will, when logged in, the super admin can see this dashboard. And from that superadmin dashboard, first superadmin can create the users. So the first module that we need to discuss is users module, correct? So users module contains what? Users creation, that is um, the vShopify back office users. Superadmin create users of the back office application as shown below. This is the back office users, not the real customers like you and me who are using the Amazon, Flipkart. These are the back office users. Now these back office users can be logged in with their respective roles. Accordingly, the dashboard also will be rendered for them as per the role that they have and the permission that they have. And also the created users can be viewed, and then created users can be exported into a different report formats as well. So that is what we have given here. And definitely edit user, delete users are also possible. So superadmin can view the created users, edit, comma, delete, and export. So edit, comma, delete, and export the user details in CSV, Excel, and PDF report formats as well. So this is from the superadmin create user module. Note, create user module only enabled for the superadmin or admins. Superadmin or admin, but not to the salesperson, not to the shipper, not to the editor, not to the customer, right? Only for the superadmin should have to be enabled only for the create user module should have to be enabled only for the superadmin. For that, what we have to do? We have to take the permissions, and then logged in user, whatever the logged in user have the permissions, roles, accordingly we have to render this dashboard, right? We will see them how we can do when we start our project, right? So this is from the create user point of view. And tomorrow let us see the categories module, and then the categories module, and then the brands, products. Categories, brands, products tomorrow we'll discuss. And then the customers module also we'll discuss. If you can see, I think customers module also we can see. Now the customers are what? The customers who created using the front-end application. Like from the Amazon website, you will register yourself, right? So no one will register, meaning Amazon backend team never registers you. You or me will register from the front-end application. So those users are called as customers. So again, customers can be exported to only CSV format, and then the customers can't created from here. Rather, customers created from the front-end application. I can even showcase you that front-end application, how it will be, just in a moment of time. Let me restart this front-end application. Just in a moment of time, let me restart this front-end application. So customers will be created using this front-end application. So go here, go to application.yaml, vShopify app.
Narsi sir, sorry for interrupting. And what is the course time? Means at what time to will continue? Because I have to go office.
Okay. Usually it will be from 8:15 to 9:15. 8:15 to 9:15. Yeah, because offices started, I can understand. So 8:15 to 9:15 we will discuss. So I'm about to end it now. Just to showcase.
Another questions, because I already joined microservices batches, but due to the health issue, I discontinued the batch in between that. But I had only I have completed till Spring MVC part. After that, I discontinued that. So I want to know that is it okay if I continue this batch? I have idea of Spring MVC.
Yeah. You can continue in this batch. Yes, you can.
Not much idea about Spring Boot. Not much idea about Spring Boot. I am little bit knowledge about Spring Boot. Not much idea about it.
That's okay. That's okay, because the microservices from scratch, however, I will explain. So that is fine. Okay. So Spring Boot, you have little knowledge. That is it. That is enough.
So I can continue.
However, we will learn actually while writing the microservices. We will use Spring Boot only. So you will learn the Spring Boot concepts automatically. But it is better if we already know the concepts.
Okay, thank you, Narsi. Thanks for response.
Yeah. Okay, so last concept I just want to discuss. See, this customer registration is happening from the front office application, and these customers who are registered, can be seen by the admin user here. And admin user can only edit, view the details of the user and edit the user details, right? And then delete the users as well. Yeah.
तो दुनिया बहुत आगे जात बा, बहुत ही आगे जात बा।
Guys, can you please mute? I don't think you are a serious aspirants or you are time pass aspirants. I am not sure, but keep on telling. If you have any questions, you can unmute. But unnecessary things you can't unmute. However, I'm done for the day. Any questions
Sir,
for me?
I have one question, sir.
Yeah,
This is
please
Sujana.
go ahead.
Uh,
Yeah, Sujana, go ahead,
yeah.
please.
Actually, so all this coding and all, actually, are we going to from the scratch? Means live coding will be there, or existing project code we are going to explain it?
No, live coding. Live coding.
Okay.
Existing
From the
project
scratch, it
is
will
just
be there, no, sir?
exactly
Front
from
end and
scratch.
back end, both it will be from scratch. We are going to develop on live now.
Exactly. Front end and back end, both from the very scratch, we're going to start. But front end, we will start on the React.js. Here, front end,
Okay.
I am showing you both on the Spring Boot applications only. The only difference is same UI, but the library is React.js, not.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Fine, sir. React.js only, I'm also looking for it. And one more thing is, so security kind, we are using Spring modules, not like Spring Security, Spring OOP. So all these things
Correct.
we are using Spring modules only.
Correct. Yes, that's true.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, folks.
Hi,
That's
sir.
all for
This
today.
is Vikas,
Yeah.
sir. So, sir, actually, you have some seen this dashboard and all. Are we implemented that as well, sir?
Correct.
Means,
Persona-based dashboards. Correct. Persona-based dashboards will implement. Yes.
Yeah, means
Once we Shopify.
sales is increased, then we will see the increased sale in the dashboard itself.
Correct. We can see that.
Okay, sir.
We can see.
Sir, session management and all also we are doing it now, sir.
These are all actually, we are doing microservices architecture. In microservices, there is no point of sessions. They are stateless applications. But the data will be maintained and then the state will be maintained using the tokens. Actually, these are all
So
two.
that means that that one is there, na, sir. Like what that and all are we going to implement, na, sir?
Correct. OAuth and all we're going to implement. See, yeah. So if you can see this, our architecture, yes, JWT, OAuth to OpenID protocol, social logins. That for that purpose, we will use this identity server, Keycloak identity server. We will use.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Don't confuse. Keycloak is the server.
Duration of the project, sir.
60 days it is. Every day 1 hour only, but either Sunday or Saturday we'll spend 3 to 4 hours of time. We have to spend 3 to 4 hours for sure.
Okay. Sir, fine. Okay, sir, fine.
Yeah.
And the timings are
Fine.
actually, if we start by 8:15 to 9:15, then means it means after 9:15 today is okay. It will not going to extend, sir, because office we have to start with this topic. That is.
Understood. Yes, definitely. I will be sharp, wind it up by the 9:15. I'll plan accordingly.
Or
Yeah,
sir,
okay,
can
sir.
you start
Thank
at 8 o'clock actually?
Yeah, that is also
I'll
fine, sir.
plan.
If we start from
I'll
8 to
plan.
9:15, also fine, sir.
Yeah.
I'll plan for that. Actually, 7:15 to 8:15, I have the DevOps batch. So I'll ask them to join 15 minutes earlier, like 7 a.m. if they join, then we can join by the 8 a.m. I'll plan for that.
Actually,
Once started, I'll plan.
Yes, sir. That is better actually.
Any questions?
No.
That will be better, sir.
As part of this MFA,
Sure.
multi-factor authentication, are we going to implement or integrating with the Gmail or like Facebook, Twitter, these things, the social integration I'm talking about?
Only two we will do, not all, only two. Only two meaning one is the FB, second one is the Gmail. So continue with Gmail or continue with FB. So only two we will implement, FB and then the Gmail. Got it? Huh?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow at the same time. And let us discuss tomorrow categories and then the products modules and brands also. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks. Thank you.